What's up, guys? This is my new project. It's a 2000 Honda Shadow A750. It's kind of looking like a zombie bike right now because there's nothing on it. I spent $200 on the bike, and I also had to pay $278 for the registration. And so far, I've made about $430, so I'm pretty close to paying the bike off. The only thing I haven't sold is the rear brake light. So my plan is to use this practice peanut tank that I have, mount that on there, and then get it running. When I got the bike, I took off this side cover right here, and I could see that the wire for the charging portion of the bike, the stator, was completely fried. So what I did was I ordered one online. It came with a new gasket, replaced that and the gasket, as well as the wiring connector. If you have a Honda Shadow 750, you probably already know that these wire connectors go bad all the time. And the two previous Honda Shadow 750 Aces that I've had, they had the exact same issue. So if you have one, it's something that you should probably check. So I went ahead and took off the carburetors, thinking they could probably be dirty. They weren't that dirty. The bike wouldn't start when I got it, and the previous owner said that it just conked out on the freeway. So when I got the bike, the battery was obviously dead. It had been sitting for several years. So I went ahead and jump started it using my Yamaha Roadstar, and all the lights came on. Everything was good. I tried to start it. It wouldn't start. I drained the gas and put new gas in it, and it started right up. So that made me believe that because of this connector being fried, that's why the previous owner stopped riding it. And he also complained about an oil leak. Don't know if you could see that right there. It's kind of leaking from the valve cover on the back. That's the highest point that I could trace that oil leak. If your car or your bike is leaking oil, what I recommend is cleaning it off and look for the highest spot that it's leaking. Since this is leaking from here, this is I believe the highest point it could be leaking from. I think that just the valve cover gasket is going to be needing to be replaced, hopefully. When I did start the bike, it was kind of making an intermittent knocking noise. So I'm not certain exactly what that was. When I took off the stator cover right here, there's two guide pins that these bolts go through. One of them was sitting in there with the stator, and it is possible to put it back on without that guide pin being in there. So I'm hoping that it was in there just kind of bouncing around. But the possibility is also there that when I pulled this off, it fell into there. So I'm not really sure. Also, something interesting that I noticed was on this carburetor, you can see right there, it's like really chewed up. It's almost as if they hit it with a grinder or something. I'm not really certain. It looks pretty marred up. I took off the push cable for the throttle. I stripped all the wires for everything that I wasn't using, including the turn signals, things like that. Took off the kickstand switch, the clutch switch, the front brake line switch. So the only wires that are going up the front is the clutch cable, the brake line, and then the throttle cable. Obviously I need to extend these lines so that they will fit, but for now I'm just going to leave them there until I can confirm that the bike is running good, and then I'll start tearing into that. So this is part one. I'll keep you guys updated on the progress of the Shadow, and if this is the sort of thing you like, then give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want. This is also my 2003 Roadstar 1600. Almost done painting it. Just got to get some clear coat, some wet sanding done. You can see the orange peel on this is kind of rough, but once I sand it out and clear it, it should look pretty cool. I'm also making a seat for this thing, so keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.